Honk honk. Beep beep. Honk honk. Beep beep. Wonder if they think I've a speed camera in my hand as I come around the corner with their cars. Wondering what on earth I'm doing. Probably not. Who knows? Being given evils. Anybody else? Can I join? One. There you go. One person. Ha ha ha. 3 persons. Ha ha ha. 7 persons. Sarah Whiteman. Hello, Sarah. I'm afraid I'm not going to come over to your house and wave at you through the window again, but I'm not massively far from where you are, funnily enough. Hello to everyone. Hello to everyone in the comments. Good morning. Kind of sprung this on you a little bit, didn't I? A little bit of a live out of the blue. So give us a little comment just to say hashtag lovely if the audio is lovely, high quality, because I've gone straight into Facebook. As you know, I've been having various discussions via email with StreamYard about the audio quality that goes through. When I go on these walks, it should be a high quality one, and it's not. And I said that the third party is the one that seems to be making the audio a bit poor. But if I'm really crystal clear, do let us know in the comments. So what's going on? What am I doing? Where am I? Audio's good. Lovely. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, this is the thing. This is the constant. It's the one constant. It's not me. It's not the tech. It's the service being supplied. Evening all, how are we? We're okay, Chris. It's a lovely day here in where I am, and hopefully be able to hear, well, you should be able to hear the birds singing. I can see the bird on top of the roof. I don't want to show too many people's houses, but right up there's a tiny little bird. There's a burb on top of the roof. And I did spring this upon you. I didn't do any scheduled thing. I just thought 9 o'clock in the morning, people might still be in bed, people might be going for runs or walks, and just, I don't know, just look at me on Facebook while I go for a little totter. Morning, and I want to have a walk and a chat with you. So I hope you're all doing okay. Bird is singing. The reason why I do it at this time of the morning as well, obviously during lockdown, it's a lot more quieter. But as you stop for a second, there's nothing. There's very little cars around here at the moment. At the moment, I should say. Just hear the bird singing and just stop for a second. So straight ahead, you can see that building poking out. That's Tolworth Tower, right? So Tolworth Tower is one of the largest buildings in the particular area. It's been around, I think it's, what's it, 50s? I don't know what they're going to be doing with it. They've thought about various things with it, what they're going to do, but I'm going to walk to there, and the reason why I'm going to walk to there is because it's going to look quite imposing when I get underneath it. But there is street art. So those of you who saw me last week when I finished in Surbiton, I had the fox art. We Are Sky High, the street artist that I've been on about for quite a while. I'm going to take you to the artwork, the 2 pieces of artwork, rather sizable, on the underpass, which is right by there. It's just over the A3. So that's the end point. That's the goal this morning, to take you to go and see that art if you want to stay with, or you want to watch back later, and just to show you in a bit more of I guess, video glory rather than a still photo. So if you'd like to join us on this journey, Emma Shaw, I love the street art so much, so talented. Yeah, so we're going to go and see it live, Emma, if you want to stick with. It won't take me hugely long. I would be surprised if it takes me more than 25 minutes to walk over there. So just a quick look through the comments. I wish I was in bed. Early start for my run this morning, and cats wouldn't allow me to have an afternoon nap. Just carry on. Yeah, those of you in the UK who are awake at 9 o'clock, of course. Didn't know you were live, says Emma. Stupid notifications don't work for me. I didn't do a notification. I didn't book it in. I didn't plan it. I didn't schedule it. This is a bit on off the cuff. It's bugging me as to where to go. And everyone can see and hear the birdie singing. Right, let's get a groove in. So, a little bit of information. Those of you may remember I used to work for Parkrun, didn't I, for a little bit, and rather than working on my bed and a laptop, which wasn't doing me any good, I needed to find office space, and for a short period I was here in Tessington Business Centre. So I had a little office in there where I do a lot of the work-ins Monday to Fridays, and so yeah, there you go, that's it, just there, just for a short period I would come and work in there. I think it's a former phone factory, definitely a former factory which had been converted as a cafe in there, and there's offices and peak performance training. There's a little gym thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Chris Eubank has an office space in there, because he was on Piers Morgan's Life Stories the other night. I think he's got a business, and one of those is based in there. So we're going through an industrial area. Tesco Express, which of course was a former pub, was a One Stop. I didn't realise that One Stop was owned by Tesco. It was a franchise of But then Tesco have just taken this back. And so this is a little bit industrial. Forgive the lack of beauty, but there is a payoff in the beauty side of things when I get to the end of my little walk. So just have a little chat with you in a conversation. People are looking at me as if I'm very strange this morning. Of course I am looking a bit weird this morning. Morning guys, morning. Yep, looking and staring at me as if say, what am I doing? Karen Spackman. I'm at home watching lots of runners go by on their Sunday long runs. It's a very lovely day. I think it's ideal running weather. It's one of those mornings where if you had a race leading up to London Marathon, you would definitely do well. Very little wind. It's not overheating, and yeah, I think it's just one of those ideal conditions at the right body temperature. So if you want to come and get some stuff for your build base, it's all here. Railway line's just there. It goes over the top too. Just gone under a railway bridge, and carry on to South West called ridiculously attractive. The good thing about Facebook Live, straight into it, is it tells when people are chatting as well. It says it's replying to, which StreamYard doesn't do. That's good, so I can know what's a conversation and what's directed straight at me. Janet Todd is watching. Hello, Janet. I'm not sure my long runs count. They are never on a Sunday. Yeah, they count. Hello, Nicola Ronaldson. Fellow Chesington person, Chesingtonite. And then we have walking along, tapping the phone. That guy was rubbing his thighs lasciviously. That's because, yeah, I am ridiculously attractive. But yeah, looking in, like, all right, how's it going? No fly tipping. This used to be a recycling area that then got abused. That's why we can't have nice things. Morning. Everyone's looking at me as if I'm a complete loony because they're not used to watching people walk down here with a gimbal. Let's have a check. How are we all anyway? Let us know how you're doing in the comments whilst we're going along. So we're going to go to green space, King George Field, and there's Tolworth Court Farm, which in theory could hold a park run. Well, I say theory, could easily hold a park run. And then we'll walk through, and then King George Field, and then Lidl's. Lidl's are building their brand new HQ, rather sizable, by Tolworth Station. And yeah, that kind of got put on hold a little bit with the pandemic, and I wonder if they're still happy about doing it in these circumstances where a lot of people are working from home now. It's cheaper and more affordable, but Lidl and Audi have obviously been doing very well. Just a quick look through the comments. Hello everyone, Katie Stone, back from her running time. Good morning everyone. Emma Shaw, was that before Parkrun had offices in Teddington, or is it Twickenham? I'll come back to that question in just a second. Digital realty, so server space, I believe. Some companies will obviously be using servers to do their things. You never know. I could be bouncing off one of their servers. Unlikely, but you never know. I could be using their server to broadcast to you. I doubt Facebook use them. Facebook will probably use, I guess, ones that are own. No, who knows? Amazon. Don't know. Everyone who loves post boxes. Yes, this is a Pokestop. George the 6th. Yeah, so was that before Parkrun had offices in Teddington, or is it Twickenham? They have it in Eel Pie. It was well before. So Tom was working in the bottom of his garden, PSH was working in the bottom of his garden, Helen Hood working from home, Anita from home. Yeah, long before all that. Doing good, really. Oh, people are responding. I am a complete loony, says Dave. It's true, this is true. And then, let's keep going, Danny. Walk and talk. Doing good, says Emma. Really appreciated. Long weekend, has had Friday off work. It's gone too quick though. Back to it tomorrow. You have this roadmap coming out tomorrow. I'm having general conversation from people that they're looking forward to, because it's giving some sort of scope as to how we go back to a sort of normality. So you can see there's lots of big buildings down here. Green space is just up ahead. And then there was a post I saw from Emma Poole earlier. She shared it, and it is definitely true. It's nails on that people have run out of petrol. I mean, I'm paraphrasing it all. But the reason why you're not having Zoom meetings and conversations on WhatsApp groups have gone quiet and people aren't seeming to communicate as much, because I think we've run dry. Because the conversation goes, what have you been up to? Not much. Can't wait to see you. The same. Hopefully this will be over soon. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing over and over. Groundhog Daying. And people feel a bit guilty. I've noticed this. Like, I would love to speak and communicate and talk to people and see people, but I can't. And I don't have loads to say. Came here once after Poot got broken into. They fixed it. Poot was gone now. I need to get a replacement vehicle, and I've decided on the name. I'll call whatever the car is Tootle, because it's like the second iteration of Pootle, right? Second car, Tootle, and Tootle is another term for Pootle in a way, like toddle. What do you think of that? So, yeah, I think if you're watching and you feel similar about just feeling run dry, you're not alone. And just hang on in, because the days are getting lighter, the weather's getting better, and vaccinations are coming and being applied. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to be okay. Carry Salvo. A bit up and down at the moment. Had a good day today. Gorgeous run this morning. But been a bit of a tough week. Yep, I think that applies. February will have come and gone into March, and we're starting to wonder where the time has gone. It's been a year since it all officially went crazy, and it's tough, it's hard. We weren't expecting this. I think our expectations have been set that we'd resolve it very swiftly and quickly. We got so used to speed and convenience in our lives. I don't think we're expecting to have gone through this for relatively as long as we had. I know that obviously other pandemics have gone on for longer. Oh, this is the controversial fence. Apparently they're not meant to have put this here to stop people parking. But apparently, oh look, private land. Private parking, booked up slot. So this is Tolworth Court Farm. There's a little bit of controversy going on, I see. Because this is not meant to be blocked off. But just down there, if you follow that pathway through, you, I think, have I gone through with a wander with the camera before down alongside the Hogs Mill? Basically very near to Epsom. Just go down that path for all of what, say 400 metres. And yeah, it was where I went wrong. Hogs Mill's just down there. And you're into Epsom officially. But there's Tolworth Court Farm. It's quite sizable, it's quite big. As you can see where I am now, there's Tolworth Tower just up ahead. And car parking spaces of a weekend. Definitely have a few cars parked in there if you were to do something. I know it's very busy on a normal weekend because there's a lot of football goes on in the King George V playing field. Make sure I don't fall down these steps. Okay. Right, so I'll catch up with the comments as I go along. I'm just trying to go a little slower, be a little less 100 miles an hour. Just taking the peace. I know you can hear the occasional lorry or car go past, but we do have deer in here. There are deer. Deer do live and have been seen in here, and it's part of the green corridor of the Hogs Mill that I've been on about on many occasions. You can do both there. I ate my own body weight in ice cream today, so doing well. At least you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, it's good. Bit of fun. Valparaiso was going to go out on the bike today. Haven't cycled for years. Obviously had a puncture, back wheel of course. Found inner tube and tools and dug out. Old skills, all done in half an hour. Now it's raining hard. God, that would drive me insane. Or it has driven me insane. It did drive me insane when I would plan to go out for a cycle. You gear up and of course, just get your helmet, get your lock and get your drink sorted. And some people might need to put on clip-on pedals. And I don't have clip-on pedals, but you go out for a cycle, and a couple of occasions, just, what is it, a few hundred metres in, you've gone over some road detritus, a nail or something, and it's like, yeah, brilliant, okay, the tyre's gone. And it really spoils the mood and enthusiasm. King George, here we are, King George's playing field. Deep in there. There's still lots of little hidden bits hidden away in there. There's a lot of open green space, but a lot of this trees and bushes. I swear there's little dips. I'd like to know what goes on in there, wildlife-wise. I think apparently there's meant to be someone, or maybe some homeless people, have some tents hidden away. There's a squirrel going up a tree just there. But yeah, I'll come back to that in a minute. Bowls Club, football pitches. When this gets sodden and overladen with rain and they can't play football, they come over to Surbiton Juniors ground, Alexandra Rec, and this is where we had clashes of a Sunday morning where they start at 10 but for some reason wanted to get everything ready and in the way and wouldn't respect our space, and there was a few conflicts that were resolved mostly. I haven't missed that of a Sunday morning, having to speak to overly aggressive males, knuckleheads, who for some reason are belligerent. Spoils your morning, having dealt with 99 other lovely, beautiful people. Hello Badneston, love the postbox. It's amazing the George VI because it's more serif, and George V is more, it's less ornate. Prince Philip, speaking of royals, yeah, I think, was it Prince Charles has gone to see Prince Philip, which I think news are intonating, implying or inferring or whatever, suggesting that, yeah, for someone to go and see a family member like that, something may not be great, but 99 years old, I mean, expectations are that you can't live forever, as we all know. I say, I've missed so many comments. Beautiful post box. So just straight up ahead, we're going to come to Lidl's new HQ, and you can see the size of it. This is how well Little and Howdy are doing, that they can afford to build these things. Stuart Brownwood, I'm on a post-Derby day high. Oh yeah, of course, Everton beat Liverpool for the first time at Anfield since 1999. 2-0. Liverpool struggling without Van Dijk and Gomez. I'll keep my tabs on that stuff going on. Finishing off kitchen plastering. What's having you chatting in the background? Standard. Thank you, Nicola. Finish yourself off whilst I talk. Nicola Headland, are we nearly there? Well, I'll tell you what, come back in 5 minutes. No, not 5, come back in 10. Come back in 10. Emma Shaw, it'll be... Oh, what did I do with the comments? Come back. Come back, you doofus. No. Where have they all gone? Oh, what have I done? Oh, there they are. It'll be good to get the kids back in schools. I was reading about children's sport too. Probably an opportunity to open up junior parkrun first. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into the schools debate. It's very divisive on Twitter. If you dare to even begin to go down that rabbit hole of comments, I have my thoughts and feelings and opinions, and I know they vary between parents and those with children without. I'm up for doing junior parkrun, as you all know, but there's a lot of shouting at each other online. And we just have to stop looking at self-appointed experts giving their advice and actually defer to the experts that have been appointed, in my opinion, because when we haven't done that, things have gone wrong. When politics has overtaken, decisions have been made too late. You can forgive the first one because none of us took it serious, but the ones after that weren't taken seriously. Why we end up where we are now, in my opinion. Not an expert, as I say, but listen to the epidemiology experts. So yeah, I'm not going to think too much on that. What happens, happens, and it's done when it's done, and as I say, we'll find out tomorrow. Carry on chatting to Dave. Jane Martin, hello Jane. Valparaiso doesn't look like swimming pools or gyms are going to open anytime soon. No, I've gone and bought a workout bench because I have to do exercises for my back now from the physio. 3-week program of doing a lot more stretching, try and sort my disc out, or help it strengthen around it. So I've got myself a bench, and Bev will be able to use it, and I have weights, 3 weights that I haven't used, and I need to start getting back on the fitness regime and feeling happy about myself because of it. Dave chatting away again. Him and Karen having a natter. Tootle, thumbs up, says Linda Bussy. Love the car name, you need to find a car to suit it now. Yeah, I'm looking, I've been suggested one, so we'll find out. I'll need it more towards when tourism starts again. Karen chatting to Carrie-Anne. Steve Darby was watching, or is watching. Hello, Steve. Oh, Steve Darby. How's it going? Don't know if you're still there. Nice of you to check in. I know you don't really listen to the pod, but it's good to see you watching the Facebook stream. Ingrid both is chatting away to Carrie-Anne. Anybody not chatting to Carrie-Anne in the comments? Mike Wigglesworth is watching. Hello, Mike. That's a name I've not seen or mentioned before. Now, this is a car park, a multi-storey car park. Paved paradise. And put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba 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 ba. I mean, so this is, let's see if I can swing back now. So they kind of cut into the trees a little bit. Lovely Tolworth Court Farm, and then this side they had it was just a patch of grass, and it was done for motocross, motorcycle bikes, little mini bikes. And then to do these lights, they've cut in to the greenery a little bit. Some people weren't happy about it. A few more trees gone, hey. But money first. But yeah, that's a pretty big multi-storey car park, and of course everyone's going to then come commuting here to come work in these offices, driving here. And whether or not it actually happens, I mean, I'm sure it will of some sort. There might be, I wonder how they'll go. I know the city's going to be different, isn't it, with the banks in terms of their intentions. But that's a pretty big bloody multi-storey car park. It's like, right, come and drive to our offices. I mean, it's right next to a train station. Right next to, you'll see very shortly. But there you go, this is the brand new building, it's huge. It's massive, so the future of a little shopping organisation. Due to be here, but this I think should have been finished quite a few months back, but like I say, nothing happened for a long time. Where are we, if you want to know? M25, Kingston, Surbiton, Reigate, Ure, Worcester Park, Portsmouth, Guildford on the A3, Epsom, Sutton, Gatwick and Heathrow. That's one thing, if you notice at the bottom of the sign, Heathrow and Gatwick. I am very fortunate to live pretty much between the two, half hour each way on a good run. It's very handy. Des Alby Williams is being cheeky. Carrie-Anne's chatting. Bev Gow, yes you did. Where the little park. What? Yes you did. Where the little park with zip wire. You were slipping. Care to phrase that in a sentence that makes sense? Gail Seal is watching. Hello Gail. Amanda O'Reilly. Hello. Carrie-Anne's still chatting away. If you ever feel like you want to chat offline, guys, somewhere else, feel free. Court Farm Garden Centre, where I was given a ham omelette, even though I didn't ask for a ham omelette, and I said I'm a vegetarian, and the lady didn't quite understand as to what the issue was. It's always good. It's always good to be given meaty things. But where else did I have that? I had it at a, oh, is that a 50? You're not going to be able to see that. Damn it. I just missed a park runner right down there. There's a 50T. Oh, that's Graham. That'd be Graham Maisie. And I've forgotten the lady's name who he's now with. 26.2 people. They're running down there. You won't be able to see them particularly sharply. Who's wearing his park run tee? Why have I forgotten the lady's name? I haven't spoken to her for ages. Anyway, it's good to see you, Park Run tea. Remember that? Remember what Park Run is? So yeah, let's show you Lidl's. Every little helps. This building certainly isn't very little. It's very biggle. It's a biggle building. Should call it a biggle building. And then they got the Premier in here. My mum and dad stayed here. I paid for mum to stay here. Was it 3 years ago? For her birthday. She came along and she came to Surbiton Juniors and dressed up like a homeless woman, like a big issue seller, and gave out sweets. I know it's not very exciting, but it's still got quite a bit of work to do along here. If you want to come and play football, Goals Soccer Centre's just there. Tolworth train station, Tolworth Tower, and actually not very far from where I need to be for the artwork. And I've done the walk, I've covered the base. But when you're in, hey, stretch your neck up, keep going. Oh, Jesus, my creases. All right, okay. Stretch my back out. Hilary Benison, I'm struggling but surviving. Hello, Hilary, love to you. Was widowed and said to me exactly, this is why I want to say, yeah, I knew. You might say something and I'm sending my love to you. Grieving in the pandemic is so hard. Running is definitely helping though. I'm dedicating all my runs in Strava to Tim. 51 done now, which seems unreal. Can't wait for lighter nights and spring. And lots of people giving likes. Hopefully love hearts to that comment for you, Hilary. My love to you. I can't begin to imagine what it's like, but we are here. There are people out there and some people who can empathise. Unfortunately, Nicola being one of them. Good to hear you have some good people around you. That's lovely, yeah. John Blatherwick is watching. Hello, John, if you're still here. Linda Bussey, sending lots of love, Hilary. Apparently they've asked to, well, they're trying to do some fundraising to pay for, giant truck goes past, to get some more of the street art done on this station, because I'll be honest with you, Art Deco, the actual train stations themselves, those buildings are Art Deco, but the outside of them, like the bland brown weather beaten concrete, it's dull as you know what, dull as dishwater. Let's go polite. But this needs some sprucing, and they're going to do it. Apparently they're going to get the old We Are Sky High, because look, it doesn't do, it's all well and good spending loads of money on a giant building for Lidl to come and do stuff here, HQ, but you need to make sure the surrounding environment is a bit better now, and cleaner and nicer too. There's a giant brownfield site just over there. I think it was owned by Tesco for a long time. So you'll see, let me show you the top of some mounds. So like they're doing a lot of excavation work. It's I say huge, it's a pretty big chunk of ground. I think Tesco owned for a long time to stop anybody land grabbing, to stop other supermarkets going in. That often happens, we all know that, where they own land to stop people, other supermarkets doing rival chains putting in supermarkets, which then affect them, because Tesco have a large store further up the A3 to the right of the tower at New Malden. So of course if they had one here like Sainsbury's, that would affect their sales potentially, because of being on that road. And apparently they don't have it anywhere, sold it. I think they're going to do properties. So I wonder if those flats are going to be expensive and maybe, I don't know, owned by some of the people that come to work for Lidl. Who knows? I mean, the Tolworth is certainly a burgeoning place in terms of development, I feel. But I also I think there's a lot that goes for it in terms of this station is on a main line straight into Waterloo. It's 30 minutes. It doesn't take, I mean, you get a seat because it's the end of the line. 2 stops down to north and south end of line. You get on here of a morning, you're not going to have to stand up. Anyway, Hilary Benison, people sending love to Hilary. And everyone chatting. Hello, Ian Thompson. Bev Gowan watching with Arthur. He can hear the birds through your feed. I'll keep on moving as well, because I'm, again, right near the artwork. And so, you can't see it in the tower, because it's not there anymore. But Shed X, which is a community programme, they did this thing where they put, I think it was red pieces of paper in the windows. If you look at the windows, you can sort of see a pattern. That's not what they did, but they did actually make patterns in the windows, and they did a love heart, didn't they? And they did a Christmas tree, and the building does actually illuminate purple of an evening. Hollywood Bowl, used to be called Charrington Bowl. If you want to come and do 10-pin bowling, this has been here for some time now. I've been in there a couple of times. I'm not actually very far from Surbiton Juniors, if you're wondering. A3 is coming, so it's very busy. But yeah, there's obviously some graffiti work which isn't of the calibre we're about to see. And then when I get to the artwork, I can stop and let you take it in, and then I'll go through all the comments. I know I've missed a bunch. And no, I'm not getting you a Costa before you ask, Bev. Get Nigel to drive you up and get one. I'm not bringing one back. Oh, green. Green for me. Green peoples. Oh, red. Don't cross the road while the green man flashes. That's an old joke of that, isn't it? Where there's a green man and he pulled his trousers down and someone ran across the road and got hit by a car, and then the moral of the story is don't cross the road while the green man flashes. It's a very old joke. Tolworth Greenway, which is a variety of greens. M&S Food Hall, apparently, not M&S, but the former supermarkets there years ago, was the biggest supermarket in the UK at one point. And then here, there's two payoffs. Let's go to this one first. Et voila. Right, here's the first piece of artwork. Kestrel, butterfly, heron. I'll let you take that in while I go through the comments. Ian Thompson, never trust a crown green bowler under 30. Dave Selby Williams, finish yourself off while I talk. That escalated quickly. Thank you for appreciating my innuendo, Dave. Much appreciate. Saints get people talking about football. Saints got a point. Provincias moaning about me talking about soccer results. Get out of here. Karen Spackman, being so close to the railings reminds me of being on a train. Rob Widdis. It's too difficult. I'm holding the phone with one hand and eating my breakfast with the other. Hello. And then Australia started vaccinating today. Hooray! Hooray, hooray. Welcome to the vaccination group. I never see the shouting on Twitter, and I've mentioned that I would like students back in schools a few times. I'd rather be working from home, enjoyed it, but probably to get back in school. Yeah, I know you choose not to look on the Twitters. I just find sometimes living in a bubble, personally, isn't particularly great. And I know when to come off and get out and stop doom scrolling. I didn't spend very much time on social media at all yesterday, because I know I needed a bit of a break. Hello, Glenn. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Glenn. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Again, one of these things. Hope to see you soon, which is, I said at the beginning of the stream, is all we can say at the moment. Ian Thompson, someone said about herd immunity and ignore all that sort of stuff. People going on about Sweden and everything else. People just trying to point fingers at each other. I think we need to leave it to the people to do the proper evaluation and look back as to see where mistakes were made. Do you think it'll be long before your back is strong enough to run again? Depends how much effort I put in, Emma. I'd like to think so. Maybe a few weeks. Once the bench comes and the weights come in, yeah, I will get on it. Hello, Steve Darby. I'm doing too much of a Lancashire accent. It's Steve Darby is how it's done. And then let's whiz through the comments. Sorry, guys. I know I've chatted and not looked at enough of the comments. So apologies if you said hello to me, said something to me. Yeah, Dave Selby Williams. You weren't joking. That is sizable. Oh yeah, I don't lie about the size of the things I'm about to show you, Dave. I mean, certainly. Yeah, I mean, it's very girthy and large. People gave up Twitter. Yeah, no, Twitter's not a better... Some people think Twitter's a better solution to Facebook. I think they all have their ills and they all have their positives. It's looking at you, look. It's looking at deep in the eye. A few little cracks. Can easily be redone. There was some graffiti, pen graffiti on it early on, but that, I think, has been removed. Because the way it's been done, it's weatherproof paint, obviously. And then the hashtag We Are Sky High, and of course for the ShedX again, which is a fantastic little program. When I showed you Surbiton Juniors, I showed you their little hut with the little wooden horse, and do you remember the little wooden thing with wheels just outside the park. That was there. Oh, some people have left. The viewers have gone. Do you not want to see the artwork anymore? Let's go and show you the other one. You're missing out on the other one then. Screw you. This is just like Parkrun itself, taking you to random places you never get to otherwise. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Is it cold for you today? Nope. I've actually got one t-shirt and my little coat on, and I could easily undo the zip and be perfectly okay at the moment. It's okay temperature-wise. Chase the 50T. Oh, that was back there. So here's another one. Let's back up a little bit. Hogsmill River, taking some of that. Is it Carla with Graham? No, it's not. It's who's Graham's with now? The Maggie. Bev. It's with Maggie. My mum just looked like a homeless person. She did. You see the photographs. Thank you, Danny and all. You're welcome, Hilary. Stop going on Twitter. It's a negative place. Self-appointed experts. Yeah. I dive in and out. It's a necessary evil. Unfortunately, social media. Got asked a question the other day: do you need Facebook? Yes, for what we do, we need social media. It's a necessary evil. That's why I try and bring positivity to the place. Unfortunately, when you dwell in that environment, I mean, you can go to a pub and have a good laugh with your mates and chat, but you're going to have some idiot start a fight and act overly drunk, aren't you? So, again, it's like if you want to go to these places, unfortunately, you have to deal with the ills too. No way was that lorry doing 30 miles an hour. Oh yeah, no way were they. Loathe litter, says Linda, same here. Is that Tolworth Tower? Yep. Hello, Claire McAndrew. Sat watching in bed. Hubby just bought me a lovely fresh cup of tea. Nice one. Nice one. Rightly so. Sunday morning cup of tea. Wonderful. I've not had breakfast yet. Hazel Tappin is watching. Hello. Karen Larrington is watching. Hello, new people. There's a pub next to the bowling where David Bowie played his first gigs. Where are all these cars finding to go when there's essentially nothing open? Big shops probably on Sunday. Walks in parks. It's a good question, Nicola. Bowls. Wow, that's incredible. And then lovely artwork. Oh, I've got to the bottom of the comments now. Fantastic. They're going to pick the next person that emerges. We had Junior Parkrun this morning, says Amanda O'Reilly. Lucky Devil. Ian Thompson. And then let's get to the bottom of the comments and then I can all be caught up. Wonder how long it Martin Kaplan. Wonder how long it took to create this. Quite a few days. I think I would estimate about 7 days on each one, because the people mention it when they see him doing the artwork and they go and speak to him, and it goes on for about a week when you see the comments in the Facebook groups. Dressed in a fist costume, badger. Hello, Roger Cobb. Kingfishers, badger, kingfishers. It is impressive, isn't it? I mean, this is just one of many. Quokkas, yeah, we need quokkas to be spray painted. Carl Anthony Fenn, been through there and didn't see them. Thanks for showing this. As my best friend lives down the road, she'll love them. Yes, come and see. Come and see. There you go. So it is tremendous. I don't think anyone in their right minds would ever object to having this everywhere. On every public concrete space that is just bland and grey. If you had people do artwork to this level, to this degree, it's like I had the conversation before about primary schools being full of life, joy, art, colour and vibrance. It affects the environment and it lifts people up. We need more of this. And if people are doing graffiti and they want to express themselves, direct their energies in the right way, like this. I mean, this is just stupendous. I mean, otherwise it would just be another bland, boring, potentially scary subway to go through. And now it's an art destination. Doesn't take hugely long, like I say, a few days, maybe about a week. Doesn't cost a huge amount. And the impact it has, the value of it, it's not even the cost, the value of this is enormous. Just tidying up a little green space, little things like this, all the little stones. Bev has these in her garden. Not these, she didn't steal these ones, but she has something very similar in her garden. Just, yeah, I think we need to find more people like that. Anyway, I'm guessing that the artist's full-time job is to do the artwork. Don't know, Emma, good question. Certainly, I think his commissions are coming in thicker and faster. people are becoming more hyper aware of him, and he seems to be very busy. He's done a lot of stuff in Kingston Town Centre. They're doing lots of building work, again, new flats, but the hoardings around the side, he goes and has been doing some artwork on there. So I don't think he is, I don't think he'll have much time other than doing that. So hopefully he is making a living out of it, because he definitely deserves to. Kingfishers are so majestic. So these animals are ones that are in the hogs mill. Ali Shepherd has driven past us on the A3 many, many times, but never been out of the car. Yeah, it's a little difficult for you to see unless you are on foot. Jackie Roberts is watching. Love the Dragonfly. Water Vole. Yep, absolutely. Time and place, Danny. What did I say, John? Context, John. Time and place, Danny, question mark. Context, John. What did I say? It must be something rude and innuendo-y. It looks directly next to one of the main arterial roads. Concrete Rice Krispie squares. Yeah, I will show you where it is, and then I'll go. You can sort of park over there, Sunray Estate, but it's a one-way system. It'd be quite difficult to come and see. Actually, do you know what? You can just park in Hollywood Bowls car park if you're nearby. Just go in there. It's not open at the moment. Here's the A3. Pieces of wood to obviously stop people being tempted to do certain things, because it has happened. Hopefully you can still hear me, but that way up into London. Oh, it's not. I was focusing on the wood. Anyway, yeah. So that's it, and the other way down to Portsmouth. All right, which one do you want to finish on? First one to comment. I'm going to go and finish on the Water Vole or the Kestrel. Say in the comments and I'll go there. The audio of the traffic is so clear now. I'll get back to reading Joe Pavey's book after this. Thank you for joining. Oh, graffiti everywhere. Oh, John. What's this? Robin Williamson is watching. Hello. All right, which one do I want to go and finish on? First one to comment. Come on, guys. Kestrel. There we go. Philip Sawyer. Let's go and have a look at the Kestrel. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was worth the payoff if you stayed with me throughout. Let's go and finish here. There you go. All right then. Oh, everyone's gone for Kestrel. Interesting. A Water Vole for Rachel Bentley. Water Vole. Oh God, the votes coming in at Water Vole. They're both as amazing as each other. All right then. Take care, everyone. Love to you all. See you tomorrow for another live day 679 of Lockdown 3. Ta-ra.